Hey lovelies, it's Janelle, the relationship coach behind the Successful Invisible. And today we're going to talk about something that a lot of men say shocks them, but honestly it shouldn't. So, my dating tip is basically that when a woman gets quiet, the relationship is already ending. Actually, it's already ended, she just hasn't physically removed her presence. You may have heard this idea floating around that women mentally break up with men months before they actually leave, and a lot of men hear that and think it's confusing or unfair. But as a relationship coach, I want to explain what's actually happening there. Because the moment that men interpret something as peace, air quotes, in the relationship is often the exact moment the woman has emotionally checked out. See, many women spend months trying to communicate something. They explain what hurts them. They ask for change. They bring up concerns. They try to resolve problems. But when those conversations don't go anywhere, when they feel unheard, dismissed, taken for granted, mocked, ridiculed, something internally shifts. And that shift is quiet. That shift is resignation and acceptance to an extent. Suddenly she stops bringing things up. She stops arguing, she stops explaining how she feels. The relationship becomes calm, cordial, almost peaceful. But what many men misunderstand is this: that calmness isn't peace, it's detachment. Because once a woman stops advocating for the relationship or something particular within that relationship, it usually means she has already started grieving the relationship. In her mind, she's processing this loss before she physically walks away. So when men say, "I didn't see it coming," what they often mean is they mistook emotional withdrawal for harmony. They thought the lack of complaints meant things were improving, or they just didn't care. And it shows that more often than not, men want silence and agreement more than they care about their partner's happiness. Let that shit sink in. But in reality, the woman has simply stopped believing that speaking up even makes a difference, right? And by the time she finally says, "I'm done," out loud, she has already spent months emotionally preparing to leave. That's why when she leaves, she's calm, she's certain, she's not debating anymore. Because the breakup didn't start that day. It started the moment she realized she was alone and trying to fix the relationship. Now, as a relationship coach, I want both women and men to learn from this dynamic because it reveals something very important. And here's a little breakdown of those things. Number one, silence in a relationship is not always peace. Number two, emotional withdrawal happens long before a breakup for women. And number three, consistency and emotional safety keep people invested. So that is my dating tip for today. When a woman is quiet, that means she's checked out a lot of the times. She has made peace with the situation that is, even if she is uncomfortable or unhappy. She is just grieving. So I hope a lot of men take heed to that and move accordingly and really tap in emotionally to their partner or just to their sixth sense to understand that something is off and it's being conveyed. They're just not listening.
So this guy got on here and he was like, he found out that women break up with men 6 months, like in their minds, 6 months before they actually break up with them. And he was like, well, what does it look like? And I commented and I was like, how we act during that time or when we have mentally broke up with the man is what you would call peace. You found peace in me not addressing things, not me, talking about my feelings, communicating. You found that as peace. So it never really makes sense to me why men be shocked when you finally do break up with them or when you finally do cut them off. Because if you took being inconsiderate of my emotions as peace, in what world did you think that we were going in the right direction? In what world did you think we were going in the right direction? Literally, the moment that a woman stops talking or stops addressing things, but you guys are still kind of cordial, you need to be on your toes. You need to be on your toes, boo, because something up here is disconnecting.
I don't know who need to hear this one, but I know it's the fellas. I hate to give you the bad news. I have to deliver this to you. But when a woman leaves silently, bruh man, bruh man, your free trial is over.